Valorant cheaters are streaming live on TikTok right now, and they are trying to scam you. It's nice to think that Valorant is some cheater-free utopia because of Vanguard, but you would be very mistaken. Let's talk about why they do it and how. As discussed many times before on this show, cheaters in CS2 simply don't give a f***. They blatantly script in Premiere, sellers operate out in the open like it's a legit business, and motherfuckers stream themselves doing it on YouTube like it's a normal thing to do. But all this talk about CS2 got me thinking about Valorant. All we ever hear is Vanguard this, kernel access that. But if Riot's anti-cheat is so good, why do people keep trying to sell me cheats on TikTok Live?
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
Listen, I almost exclusively use TikTok to look at videos of silly raccoons, but thanks to my job, I often find myself on the gaming side of that app. And for whatever reason, the algorithm keeps trying to show me live feeds of people selling aimbots in Valorant, usually with this massive link in bio watermark. Sure, I've seen worse in Counter-Strike, but Valorant cheaters being so specific to TikTok Live is just bizarre. So I once again spoke to Baldo and Burke, two guys that are actually developing their own anti-cheat for Valorant. And boy, wouldn't you believe it, these TikTok live streamers are scamming people.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, and scammer get scammed, buddy. That's what you get. You're not getting another gun.
But before we get into how, I still wanted to know why TikTok? Well, in this case, Baldo and Burke weren't entirely sure either, but our best guess was it actually had to do with Riot. You see, Riot is very protective about not only their games, but their branding and imaging. They want to be the one-stop place for safe, competitive gaming. And while Valve could give a shit and people are pretty much given a free pass to openly show and sell cheats, it seems like Riot is actually copyright striking people over it. Videos of cheaters in Valorant still exist on YouTube, but a lot of the ones that we've seen or even saved just straight up don't exist anymore because Riot got them taken down. And honestly, I respect the hell out of that. Listen, I don't know how much it's actually going to reduce the cheating problem in Valorant, but from an optics standpoint, it makes a lot of sense. Cheating already goes against TOS. Streaming yourself with modifications to their game does too. Now, unfortunately, these little rats are never going to go away. So as a result of Riot taking these actions, it seems like it pushed the market onto TikTok. Maybe because like 75% of Valorant's demographic is already there. Anyone can upload TikToks of cheats if they want to, and that's obviously going to get some attention. And you only need 1,000 followers to go live. 1,000 might seem like a lot, but on TikTok, if you're posting cheating content already, it's not going to take you long to get there. But how are these people actually scammers? Well, the first thing you need to know is trusting these people in the first place is never a good idea. In my last video, I made it clear that cheat sellers are not to be trusted. They're always trying to scam people by selling them cheats that either don't work or don't even exist. But in the context of this TikTok situation, Baldo and Burke explain that it's actually a lot more interesting. Spoiler alert, these streamers aren't actually live.
Yeah, there's also this for Valorant, especially on TikTok. There's a lot of live streams that stream using cheats. But most of those are scams. They use pre-recorded games, and when you go to buy their cheats, it's fully detected, so you get banned within 2 games maybe. It's basically propaganda. Like, they say their cheat is undetected, look at me, I'm playing the game currently, but it's fully pre-recorded. And then you think, oh, undetected cheat on TikTok. And then you go to their website, you buy the cheat, install it, you play 1-2 games, you're banned.
As we also went over in my last video, since Vanguard is an actual good anti-cheat, it easily detects these internal aimbots that these guys are trying to show off. So sure, yes, these cheats technically exist and you definitely can buy them, but you're buying them from someone who's already been banned for using them. These streams are just hours and hours of pre-recorded gameplay showing that the cheats work. And if you're someone who's not aware of this, you can buy and use these cheats without knowing that you're technically being lied to. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Shouldn't we just keep this a secret to get more idiots like this banned? And sure, that's a fair plan of action, but don't you think it's best if they just don't cheat in the first place? Listen, I think them knowing it's not safe to try is better than having to deal with them for the few days that the cheats actually work. As I said, Vanguard is solid, so getting safe, undetectable cheats could cost you over $1,000. But the regular injected shit that's on the market right now, whether you get it from TikTok Live or Discord, it's gonna get you banned in just a few days. So if you wanna spend over $1,000 to be a professional loser, be my guest. But if you're thinking of listening to one of these TikTok Live link in bio guys, you're gonna get banned. It's interesting because like it would work if you said they couldn't give a shit. That would make at least more sense. But it's almost like, I think saying they could give a shit is almost like, maybe it's like being like sarcastic almost. I don't know. But people do say it.